Deion Sanders has brought prime time fireworks to the Colorado Buffaloes and the Big 12 Conference, especially around TV ratings. But what happens to the Big 12 and to Colorado if Coach Prime leaves his position as head coach? We're taking a deep dive today into the TV ratings of the Colorado Buffaloes before Coach Prime and during Coach Prime, and taking a look what they could look like after Coach Prime, as well as the Big 12 Conference. I am your professor, the Wild Ute, and we're here to break out the TV ratings for Coach Prime's Buffs and the Big 12, and let's jump right into it, folks. First thing we need to take a look at is before the Big 12 era, before Coach Prime started coaching the Colorado Buffaloes. For the 7-year period from 2015 through 2022, this throws out the COVID year, 7 years, we're looking at Colorado's TV viewership as stacked in their former conference, the Pac-12. Colorado ranked number 10 out of 12 teams in the Pac-12 conference, averaging over this 7-year period 540,000 Nielsen-rated TV viewers per week. 540,000. All this data is from Sports Media Watch, Nielsen rated data only. ESPN Plus, other non-Nielsen rated channels are omitted from analysis because nobody watches those channels anyway. So 540 is the number to think about too. And again, Colorado ranked 10 out of 12 schools, not one of the big ratings driver in the Pac-12 conference before Prime. But lo and behold, check out what happens when Coach Prime came to the Colorado Buffaloes. In 2023, Colorado jumped from 10th position in the Pac-12 conference to first. Their 540,000 viewers, the 7 prior years, jumped to 4.5 million viewers per week per game for the Buffs in 2023. Guys, that's the Prime effect right there. Holy smokes. It amplified Colorado, oh my gosh, by so many multiples, and also lifted the whole Pac-12 conference too as far as the average TV ratings per game. Colorado moved from 10th position to first, and they got 22 to 23% all of the eyeballs from TV network viewership in 2023. So it was all about Colorado in 2023. Prime had just accepted the position. Deion Sanders was in there. It was prime time, big TV ratings, a lot of pizzazz like we know Prime delivers. Okay, let's check it out. Colorado moves from the Pac-12 conference in 2023 to the Big 12 conference in 2024. Now, what happened in 2024? Colorado, in the new 16-team iteration of the Big 12 conference after conference realignment, still ranked number 1 by a wide margin. 3.86 million viewers per game per week. The Buffs had every single game they played was on big-time Fox, generally, and in primetime spots and TV channels. It was the best product that the Big 12 could offer, and it stomped everybody else in the Big 12 as far as TV ratings viewership goes. You could look at how much share of TV viewership the Buffs got, 22%. There's 16 freaking teams in the Big 12, and Colorado got 22% of all the eyeballs for 2024 in the football season. That is Coach Prime. That's the Prime effect. Remember, y'all, we were, for the 7 years before Prime, we were at 540,000 viewers per game. And in the Prime era, he's averaging almost 4 million viewers per game. Crazy. You're getting like 7, 8, 9 time multiple here. Eyeballs, intrigue. Man, he means a lot to any given conference, especially the Colorado Buffaloes. Now let's check this out. Let's take a look at the Prime impact. So in 2021, this is over the 4 years. So 2021, no Prime. 370,000 viewers per game just in that year for Colorado. Based on Nielsen rated games, 370,000 for 2021. In 2022, before Prime, 350,000 viewers per game. So these are even less than the average Colorado figure for the prior 7 years that we already talked about. Really, Colorado's viewership, its brand, was very low, on the decline even, with less than 400,000 viewers per game in the 2 years leading up to Prime. And then there's just a massive jump, a new wall of 4.5 million viewers in 2023, 3.86 million viewers in 2024. Yo, that's the Prime effect. That's the Prime impact. That's the value he brings to a conference. That's the value he brings to the Colorado Buffaloes. It is massive. Okay. Now, let's do some analysis. So, if we take the Big 12's 2024 viewership figures just seen, and we take away the Colorado numbers that Prime drove, and we adjust every other team's numbers that played Colorado down so they didn't get benefit for playing Colorado or Prime, and we replace Colorado's number with their 7-year average before Prime arrived at 540,000, Colorado would have ended up in 12th position in the Big 12. 12th position instead of number 1 position. They would have been below the norm of the Big 12, hanging out in the bottom tier. And everybody else's numbers, you could look, these are adjusted numbers. K-State would have been tops in the Big 12 without a Colorado game at 1.16 million viewers per game. And really just a viewership share of almost 10%. You're getting a lot of parity now at the top of the Big 12 conference as far as television ratings go without Prime. He means a lot to this conference, y'all. It decreases the average Big 12 viewership per game from over 1 million in that ballpark to 740,000. That's how much Prime brought to the table. So it just gives you some illustration here of his impact. Now, lastly, a couple takeaways. Okay. In 2024, based on what we just talked about, Coach Prime boosted Big 12 viewership by 48%, guys, 48%. Massive. Just one program, one guy, compared to what was happening before he arrived. Coach Prime effect accounted for 48%. All right. So say that you say, well, that's a real conservative way to look at this. Like, because really, if Colorado wasn't playing in these time spots, these primetime time spots on Big Fox or ESPN, then other Big 12 teams would take those time spots and get better ratings and viewership. So if Colorado wasn't in that time spot and channel, then another Big 12 team would. Okay, I get that. I understand that. Well, let's just play a scenario here. Let's make a theoretical play scenario and say that every Big 12 team got a 20% boost in viewership. If Prime wasn't there and Colorado didn't have Prime, if you do the analysis on that and say everybody gets a 20% viewership bump, every single Big 12 team, let's still take a look at what the Prime effect would be. And that, in that case, 23% Prime effect still, even if other teams got a 20% boost in their TV viewership, Coach Prime still stomps all Big 12 viewership and accounts for about 23% of the drive is higher because of the Prime effect here. So, man, guys, Coach Prime is worth so much to the Colorado Buffaloes, so much to the Big 12 conference. Deion Sanders electrified Colorado in the Big 12 conference in 2024. But guess what? What happens if that lightning rod leaves? Well, obviously, this would be a massive blow to the conference. We have to figure out a way as Big 12 fans to keep Prime around Colorado and in conference. Y'all, if you learned anything new in this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. We'll have a dialogue back and forth. Until next time, class is dismissed.